Oh boy. Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Almighty Tevin here. And this is more than likely the last official video I'm going to make on this computer, the original OG cloning machine. I've had it for a long fucking time. I'm going to talk about that in another video, maybe in the future. But this more than likely is going to be the last official video I do with this computer. But, of course, this is the Patreon Plugs, episode 5. I've been doing this. This is like my 6th time doing this. It was one time I did this when he originally asked for like $1,200 to buy $600 worth of shit for sound equipment or some stupid shit like that. But it's now September 12th, and he updated his Patreon today. He's getting closer and closer to updating at the beginning of the month, but I'm not going to try to talk about a bunch of extra shit in this video. I'm trying to keep it kind of short because I can't edit it. Because if I edit it on this computer, it's going to overheat, and it's going to take like 15 hours to edit an hour-long video. So I'm trying to keep it short, and I'm trying to upload it pretty much in its raw state. Nothing I can do about it. And as far as that is concerned, and I mean, I made a video talking about this specifically almost, and I'll put that video in the description of this video. But I'll talk about it a little bit at the end of this video, maybe. It depends on if I feel like talking about it. But I'm kind of drunk, because I'm usually always drunk because I'm me. And yeah, I got some stuff in order. I got his pre-stream from today. He talked about his Patreon. It's pretty entertaining, so you might want to hear it. It's labeled pre-stream September 12, 2015. Lots of big stuff, exclamation mark, eventful day ahead. Eventful day is playing the game and then uploading the video. Whatever. I got some screen caps from the world of Twitter from his forums. I'm sure you love looking at screen caps in a YouTube video. And pretty much that's going to be it. It's going to be this pre-stream. We're going to go over his current Patreon. We're going to go over some screen caps, and it's going to be it. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm going to try to keep it kind of short, which is why I'm talking kind of fast. But let's see what our friend Dark Sid File, or DSP Gaming, had to say about his Patreon.
On the Alan Wake montage, the PSP Classics Best and Worst of Alan Wake. I'll start working on that tomorrow night. No, it won't be released yet, but
a point to make is it's September 12th. He got paid to do his Alan Wake montage, you know, in the beginning of this month. He hasn't started working on it yet. He knew he would get paid for it. It's his first freaking goal. And he waits until halfway through the month to start working on it. I'm sorry, DSP, but if I knew I was getting $750 to do something, I would do it before I even fucking get paid to do it. But maybe I'm a harder worker than DSP. Whatever. Let's just ignore all the extra shit I say in this video.
We'll start some work on it tomorrow night.
Anyway,
getting the videos together.
Snot.
So that I can start the editing process.
Editing process.
That'll be fun. But I have a big announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, right now on the stream, on the pre-stream, I'm going to make an announcement. Yes, it's in regards to Patreon. So I heard some people groaning, Patreon! Phil's plugging things! Phil's trying to make a living! Phil's actually trying to operate a successful business! Well, too fucking bad.
This is him mocking the people that watch his streams, the people that sit in his fucking Nazi chat and watch his streams. He's mocking these people. Ignore that. But besides that point, Phil's trying to make a living running a successful business. So, okay, let me get it straight. A business is owning 2 YouTube channels that make money off ad revenue and not being successful enough on those 2 YouTube channels to the point of you need to ask for donations every month consistently from the same people. That's a successful business. So Starbucks and Walmart and Home Depot and every other business that's legit and actually successful, these people need to give their product away for free, but put it behind a paywall too, but then do, but then ask for donations too, but then put stuff behind the paywall, but then say they're not putting stuff behind the paywall. Very successful business. Anyway, let's continue.
It's a pre-stream, and this is when
Keeping
I do
all
my
extra shit
gratuitous
out.
plugs.
Gratuitous plug.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've updated
He didn't promote the soap,
my
by the way.
Patreon account. It is found at patreon.com.
If you want to buy some fucking soap, make sure to go to etsy.com/ I gotta call it / because I always call it \. Go to etsy.com/ the blackcurrant CURRANT. Buy you some fucking soap, and maybe one day Panda Lee can like grow up and turn 18 and move out of the house, and she wouldn't have to live with this dude. Let's continue.
/DarkSidePhil
Dark
is
Sid
updated
File.
for the month of September. I did this last night.
Did it last night.
So first of all, here's an update for you.
Snot.
If you were a patron of mine in the month of August, and I need info from you to get you your perks, I've now messaged you on Patreon. All right? So please check your Patreon inboxes, because I've sent you all the information that I need.
I love how
to
he
get you
assumes
perks.
these people will be
So
watching the
please
fucking
check your
pre-stream.
Patreon inboxes.
But
all right?
whatever.
But that's not the big announcement. The big announcement is I've updated the goals for the month of September on my Patreon page, patreon.com / DarkSidePhil. And, ladies and gentlemen,
Wait. Before we continue, I just want to say ahead of time, I have no idea how delayed this video is going to be as far as audio desync. And if the audio is desynced, I can't fucking fix it. Because if I try to edit this video, it's going to take like 5 days for me to upload it. So, yep. Like I said in the beginning, I'm uploading it in its raw format. I'm recording this at 720p, but I don't know if it's going to be audio desync. I don't know how good or how bad the audio is going to be. I'm kind of doing the best I can do in this current situation. But let's continue.
that big goal level that I've been hinting at for over a month now, that big idea that I had, has come to fruition. Ladies and gentlemen, the major goal for this month is to raise around $1,250, which is always the top goal on my Patreon account. Just make that clear. It's not any more than it ever has been. It's always been $1,250. If I can raise $1,250 in the month of September on Patreon, we're going to do a special horror-themed Halloween event. Yes.
So a marathon stream.
Horror-themed Halloween event.
Except with horror
It's going
games.
to be, yes, you guessed it, on
exciting.
Halloween. No surprise here, right? Which is October 31st, a Saturday.
How will we
I'm
not
going
know
to do
what
a
day
mini
Halloween
marathon
is?
on that Saturday.
Whatever.
7+ hours, okay? And
Let's
what's going to
rewind
happen
that.
is the patrons for the month of September, I'm going to do a mini marathon on that Saturday. 7+ hours. 31st, a Saturday, I'm going to do a mini marathon on that Saturday. 7+ hours. 31st, a Saturday, I'm going to do a mini marathon on that Saturday. 7+ hours. Okay.
You heard him here. He been plugging this fucking stupid Halloween horror game stream for the last month, saying it was just hot shit, saying how fucking cool and how unique and different it was. It's not unique and different at all. It's the same thing that he's been doing with indie games for the last 6 months, except this time it's with horror games. But that's besides the point. He said, right here, you heard him clear as fucking day, 7+ hours. He's guaranteeing 7+ hours. So when the hate brigade comes out, after he doesn't stream for 7+ hours, he can only be mad at himself because he said right here 7+ hours. He didn't put any disclaimer on this. He said 7+ hours, clear as fucking day.
I'm
Let's
going to
hear it
do
one
a
more
mini
time.
marathon on that Saturday. 7+ hours. Okay.
7+ hours.
And what's going to
It won't be
happen
7+
is the
hours.
patrons for the month of September are going to nominate and vote on what the horror-themed game will be that I play. Now, there's a lot of different things I could do.
Keep in mind, he used to do horror marathon type things for Halloween time. He used to do those for free. But no. Now it's one marathon and it's behind the paywall instead of it being multiple streams or multiple playthroughs. It's one marathon and it's behind the paywall. Thanks,
In particular,
DSP.
by then I'll already have started my best and worst of Alan Wake montage series, and some people might have a flavor to see me play Alan Wake again.
Why would we want to see that again?
There's some Silent Hill games out there that I have not played yet. Plenty of them,
Play the
actually.
PSP ones.
Many of
Oh,
which
no,
are
never
available
mind, you
digitally. There's games out there that I haven't played before.
Snort.
All right, there's a lot of potential for
He can't
horror
even tell
games
us
of
what
things
game.
that I haven't
He
done
needs his
yet.
fans to think of games for him to play.
So I'm interested to see what game, what
What a great
horror-themed
YouTuber.
game people might like to see me play for a Halloween special.
I'm being
And
salty. Let me stop.
So that's going to be the big thing. If I can reach that $1,250 goal in the month of September, the patrons who pledge $5 or more for the month will be nominating on what games they want to see me play and then voting, and the winner of that poll will be the Halloween Marathon that I will do at the end of the month on Halloween. And that's pretty cool, I'll be honest.
It's not
I used to
cool.
do Halloween specials.
He used to
And
do them.
I haven't had a chance to do
He
one
used
in the
to do
past
them,
couple
and
of
they went
years
behind the
because there's
paywall.
been so many new releases and
Yeah,
things coming out.
It's
that I
the game
really have not had a
developers' fault for
chance
putting games out in the
to do
wintertime.
it. But this
well, in the
year,
fall.
I'm going to take the time out to do it.
Take the time out.
I will be busy.
I love how he's taking the time out to do it. You got paid $1,250 to do it. Of course, you're gonna take the fucking time out to do it. His whole playthrough of Metal Gear Solid 5 wasn't gonna make $1,250. Of course, he's gonna take the time out to do it.
Don't get me wrong. I'll be busy with all the new releases in October that are coming out. I'll probably still be playing Assassin's Creed. I'll probably be playing Halo. I'll be playing WWE. So I'm gonna have 100 games going on.
Probably gonna be
but
playing
I'm gonna take
Halo.
one day out.
Shit's on
from
Destiny
those
because it's the
games
same thing.
to do a horror
But he's gonna play
marathon
Halo
for Halloween if we hit the top goal level.
Yep.
All right. So again, patreon.com/darksidephil.
Patreon.com/darksidephil.
Just so
Buy
everyone
some fucking
knows,
soap. Etsy.com.
I've hit the top goal level every month that I've done
/blackcurrant.
Patreon. Just so you know, I've hit it every single month. In fact, I
Bragging.
take that back. There was one month where I was short by like $10.
Irrelevant
because
information.
a few,
Fuck this.
people's-
No, that's irrelevant information. You heard what you needed to hear. 7+ hour marathon. He said it clear as fucking day right here. So come back. I mean, his Patreon is shit. So it's September 12th. So come back come back November 1st. So come back more than 2 months. Come back 2 months from now, and let me know if his marathon was 7+ hours. I can guarantee you're gonna come back and you're gonna say no, it wasn't. Good job, DSP. Don't promise shit if you can't fucking provide, and he's not gonna be able to provide. Anyway, done with the video part of the segment. I mean, this is stuff I would have edited in, and it would have looked all fancy and shit. But whatever. We can make it work. But 15. I'm not even looking at this bullshit. 155 patrons, $1,314.90 a month, and DSP's best of the classics. Alan Wake continuation, or picking up a new game, $750 a month. Basically, him getting paid $750 to do a montage, which is very exciting. Like I said, it's September 12th, and he currently hasn't put out part 1 of the montage yet, and he wants more money next month to continue or do a new montage. He hasn't even put out the one he owes yet. So that's exciting. During the month of August, patrons nominated and voted on the next DSP Classic series, Alan Wake. By the end of September, I will have released 1 or 2 episodes of the series if we reach this goal. If we reach this goal, it will continue in the month of October. This series ends quickly, this series ends quickly. If the series ends quickly, then instead of continuing, September patrons who pledge $5 or more will be nominated / voting on the next DSP Classic series. We'll see how things go once I start up with Alan Wake montages. He doesn't even know how long he's going to make the fucking montages. What a professional. Just want to point out that in one of his pre-streams, I talked about it in one of my other videos. As a matter of fact, you can watch me analyzing, I guess you can call it that. I hate using that word, but it's the best word that fucking fits it. But me analyzing his weekend preview, I'm going to put the video in the description if I'm not stupid. But he pretty much said he doesn't have 8 hours to watch his own playthrough to do a montage he got paid for, so he wants fans to post up stuff for the montage. And it's another forum post. I don't think I have a screen cap of that forum post, but if you really care about it, you've probably seen it already. If you don't, you just got to take my word off it. Oh, my word for it. Sorry about that. I'm a professional. Next time I do these videos, they're going to be set up better. I'm going to have like legit screen caps and shit. But he said on his forums that, I think he might have said in his forums, he said somewhere that because people didn't really nominate parts for his Alan Wake montage, his montage might not be that good. So, yep, Diablo Griffin and Shaft Grenade and everybody else that make This Is How You Don't Plays that I can think of the name of, make This Is How You Don't Play Alan Wake and put that out, and it'll be better than whatever the fuck DSP come up with. Anyway, $1,250 a month, Patron's Choice Halloween Horror Special Mini Marathon. That's a stupid title. It's time for a very special, all caps, Patron's Choice. October is typically horror month, and this is no exception, except for the last 2 years where you didn't do it, and maybe not even more than, maybe more than the last 2 years. You know what? It's bullshit, because I think last year he did some streams with Panda Lee, and they played horror games, but whatever. I don't feel like looking this up to confirm. If you care enough, you can, but I don't feel like looking it up. But you got to pay for it now if you want it, so it's behind the paywall. If we hit this goal for September on Halloween, October 31st, because no American knows what day Halloween is apparently, I'll be doing a mini marathon, 7+ hour stream is highlighted right here. I'll be doing a mini marathon, 7+ hour stream. So if this motherfucker come back after doing a 5-hour stream and say I didn't promise 7 hours, he bullshitted you. Remember last month? Watch my video I did on this last month when he had the fucking super lawyer talk in the description, and he was like, I'm not promising a stream being this long. Remember that shit? Yeah, he fucking promising this time, so we gotta hold him up to his promise. Horror theme game with $5 September players, blah blah blah. Pay to vote. Don't miss your opportunity to become a definitive factor in the decision of what I'll be playing this Halloween as a special. It's gonna be shit. He's not even scared of games. He tries to not be scared of games. So why would you pay for him to play a horror game? Whatever. I mean, why would you pay for anything when it comes to DSP? Anyway, I feel like it was something else I wanted to cover. Well, besides the people that pay $1 barely get anything, but whatever. Oh, something I noticed last month. This said limited 19 of 20 left for the shirt goal. This month it says limited 19 of 20 left. So I can only assume one dumbass person. And I'm sorry, but if you pledging $30 and not getting the shirt, you a dumbass person. I assume one dumbass person is giving this motherfucker $30 and not getting the shirt. Because the month before last, I mean, you got to take my word on this because I don't have screen caps of this. Like I said, next time I do these videos is going to be more professional and set up and shit. A couple of months ago, his shit said 19 of 20 left for the shirts. Last month, it said 18 of 20 left for the shirts. Now this month, again, it says 19 of 20 left. Either shirts are like falling out of the sky, or people are paying him $30 a month and not asking for the shirt. Somebody pay him $30, please, and take the last shirt. So he has to make himself have a new fucking Patreon perk level. Because you got one fucking shirt. I just clicked on this freaking icon by accident. I'm sorry this video was all over the place. Like I said, I'm kind of drunk. And I'm a little salty. Because I'm me. But really, really, somebody please give this dude $30 and get that last shirt so this motherfucker is forced to change his Patreon goal. And what else do we have? We have the stretch goal, new 1080p professional camera, $1,650 a month. This is very interesting. Update, we raised $200 extra towards the camera in August. Holy fucking shit. This is the part that gets interesting because, okay. I gotta use the bathroom soon. I really don't want to get up and use the bathroom in the middle of a video. That would be awful. And I can't edit this, so I'm gonna have to force myself to get through it. But okay. His top goal besides the stretch goal is $1,250 a month, right? Alright. His camera goal is $1,650 a month, right? Which means like it's so his Patreon is so fucking convoluted. You need to fucking get like a math book and fucking charts and graphs and shit to figure out what the hell he trying to fool people into thinking the situation is with his Patreon. Because this dude had his goal at around this amount last month, and he made like $200 less than this. So I don't understand how your camera goal can be, for instance, I'm gonna just make numbers up. I don't understand how your camera goal can be $1,400. You make $1,300, but then next month your camera goal is still $1,400. That's kind of what he's doing at this point. But it's really, really fucking hard to explain, especially in my, my current mood. But it's silly. That's the best way to explain it. His camera goal for Patreon is fucking silly. He could have got this camera 6 months ago. You can get a 1080p camera for like $400 on Amazon used. You can get a brand new 1080p camera for about $700 or $800. He could have been bought this fucking camera. He doesn't need a 60 frames per second camera. He's not filming fucking car races. He's filming himself sitting on a sofa talking about a game with the game on the screen at the same time. He doesn't even need 1080p for that. He could do that with 720, with 720p. I don't know what DSP wants fucking Angry Joe levels of fucking production value, when he making his fans pay for it. But whatever. Anyway, we raised the extra $200. Hopefully we can reach this goal by the end of 2015. Thanks so much. Goal explanation, blah, 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 blah. I'm not reading this bullshit. I read this for the last 5 months. His camera goal is fucking stupid. And at this point, his camera goal is the only thing that really makes his Patreon look bad. All of his goals are kind of shit, but his camera goal makes it look bad. It makes it look sleazy. And another point, remember when he did Patron's Choice? When you would pay, I think it was like $1,000 a month, and he would do a playthrough of a game that people voted for? Yeah, because it's the hardcore gaming season, and all of the bullshit casual games like Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed are coming out. He's not doing that right now. So you get less. The people that are pledging to him get even less now, because you can't even vote for him to do a Patron's Choice game. Yep. That's how you run a business. That's how you run a successful business. Yep. And we see our friend That's Bullshit on the top patrons list. Let's refresh it, because it's not accurate. But let's refresh it and see where it shows up as my frame rate explodes. Boop, doop, boop, doop, boop, doop, boop, boop. There we go. You see, That's Bullshit is like number 8 now. So like I said, it's not accurate at all. But he's on this top patrons list. So, yep. Hopefully you really donated that money to charity, and I'm not going to say anything else about that. Anyway, let's go to the world of Twitter and look at some tweets and some screen caps, because I'm sure you really, really love to come to a YouTube video to see tweets and fucking screen caps. But my good buddy, Fred Fucks, he posted something about his camera, and it said, man, the camera is getting closer and closer. Next month it should be 1183. Oh wait, 1750? This was August 31st. I have to open up a new fucking tab, so hopefully that doesn't explode my computer. There we go. Wait a minute. We almost here. Come on. Yeah, there we go. This is his Patreon around the end of the last month. See, he had 160, 1420, about a good 1,000 of that was troll pledges. But the stretch goal was the camera, $1,603 a month. Okay. This is the point I was trying to make. Last month, his camera goal was $1,603 a month. Okay. His current page, I exited the page out, but he made like $1,300 last month. So his camera goal should be $300, right? Maybe I'm missing something, but if your camera goal was $1,600 last month, and I mean, he said himself, as he makes money, he takes away from that camera goal. So if it was $1,603 last month and he made $1,300, his camera goal should be less than $1,000 if anything. But it's not. Anyway, let's read this. This is from his forum, one of his forum posts. I didn't mean to do that. This is when people said, your camera goal raised, like his camera goal raised. And he said he didn't have anything to do with it. He said it was like a Patreon mishap and he couldn't fix it. Nothing he could do about it, I guess. But He said, I didn't mean to do that. Somehow it reverted to the old amount, but there's no way to properly list the camera goal right now. So far, I only raised $150 or so in excess funds to go towards the camera because, you know, it actually costs money to make a montage, even though your montage get more views than your normal playthroughs, and you put and you get ad revenue off them. And it costs money to do a marathon when your marathon makes more money than your normal playthroughs, and you get ad revenue off them. Yep, and it costs money to do a patron's playthrough, even though you get decent views off of those, and you still make money from ad revenue on them. Yeah. Anyway, so far I only raised $150 in excess funds to go towards the camera, blah, 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 blah. I probably would need 500 plus of excess funds to still be raised in addition to normal Patreon goals. I can list the camera at 1603 for the month of August since I applied the $250 of Project 7 funding towards the next month. But let's say I raise $1,050 in August. So that's an extra $50 to go towards the camera goal, right? Which reduces it to 1503. But then for September, my goals are going to go back up to the normal levels, 750, 1,000, 1,250. The $1,000 goal doesn't even exist because he's not doing a Patreon playthrough. So good job, DSP. You're such a professional. Which is an increase. Now I have to raise the camera goal back up to 753 question mark. See how confusing this is? And don't worry, those people would just say it's another scam when I do. Guess what, DSP? When you set stuff up like this and you're asking for money directly from your fans, maybe you don't make it confusing. And if you think it's confusing, you make it not confusing. Then those people can say you scamming your fans. I'm not going to sit there and say you're scamming your fans, but you're kind of fucking over them. And you're kind of being sleazy. And you're not really explaining how you're supposed to do stuff. I mean, if you're really sitting down and you're looking at your Patreon account, you run a Patreon account, you're looking at it and you're saying, damn, well, unless I get this straight, unless I get that straight, then the detractors are going to make videos calling me a scammer and do podcasts calling me a scammer. Maybe if you have like a working brain, you would say, well, maybe I should change this so these people wouldn't have any clout when they call me a scammer. So they can call me a scammer and other people can say, no, you're wrong. But no, he doesn't fix it. He doesn't change it. So now we can call him a scammer and people are going to say, yeah, you're right. Good job, DSP. Good job. He just loves helping the haters out. He really wants the haters to look good when we call him out on bullshit. Good job. Good job. Anyway, that was August 29th. No, not August 29th. August 31st. And this is the actual full forum post. You can pause the video whenever you want to pause it and find the stuff. Because this here at the top, these first two paragraphs are the stuff we just looked over. And how about we got this extra at the bottom. How about this? Stop listening to every fucking thing those idiots say about me. How could you possibly listen to them after the insane slander, DDoS and doxing, swatting, stealing of my content they've done for years now? Seriously. Like, seriously. If that's what you do, move on and enjoy. Be a part of the little drama club nonsense. It's obvious the 7+ years of free content I've put out is not free. You got paid through ad revenue, you fucking asshole. And you're getting paid directly from your fans now, so none of this has ever been free. Even when you was doing it for free, you still accepted donations. So shut the fuck up. And then around the same time you was accepting donations, you made a vlog style channel because you was able to monetize your vlogs. So it was never for free. Well, no. I'm being one of those people saying never. It was for free for a little while, and then it stopped being for free. Anyway, I've already said my piece. No need for this thread to remain open. Blah 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 blah. I closed the thread because I'm an asshole. That's one Twitter post. This is from September 3rd. I hope you pause this video if you want to see stuff because I'm not lingering on these screenshots. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible. But this is September 3rd. He went on a mini rant about Patreon. So I've been doing some research regarding Patreon and come to the conclusion that I receive insanely unfair levels of grief compared to others. I found people raising nearly 10 times what I do a month to do things I've already done for years / forever. People pay out their ass. For $10K a month, I'll make a professional website. Like the one I've paid out of pocket for 2 years? Yeah, but you put ads on your video, so you're not paying for it out of pocket because you get paid that anyway. Like with this logic, PewDiePie can go on Twitter and say, I've been paying for my website for years. Motherfucker, you get paid enough to pay for a website. Shut the fuck up. And runs better than most I've seen. Oh, your website is shit. Your website is ass. People that get websites through Wixie.com have shit that looks better than the KingOfHate.com. Q&A shows, fan interaction, etc. are all high-level perks / goals that people pay thousands for on Patreon, but I give it away for free. Yes, he gives Q&A shows away for free. He accepts hundreds of questions, only answers about 10, and if you pay him $20, you get an answer guaranteed. It's free though. Fan interaction, you mean when he's mean to everyone on Twitter and he only replies to haters and doesn't reply to people that show him legit support? Yeah. You call me out on that, I can show you a few Twitter accounts that show this motherfucker legit support and ride his dick all day and he never replies to them. So shut the fuck up about that. He gives it away for free though, sure he does. The thing I don't do is advanced access for stuff on patrons, stuff for patrons, which it seems everyone else does. For $20K a month, well, okay, we got to talk about this. When he first started his Patreon, I'm sure a lot of people don't remember this, but when he first started his Patreon, he said that it was a possibility people that give him a certain amount of money would get playthrough videos first. Meaning before he upload, for instance, a Crash Bandicoot video to YouTube, his patrons would get the Crash Bandicoot YouTube video first in a private video, unlisted type dealy. And the Sons of Kojima came out on the podcast and said, we're going to pay $1. We're going to pay the minimum amount to get these videos, and we're going to re-release them so people can see them for free. And after that, DSP changed his mind. He even said on record, like on camera, that people was trying to sabotage his page. Like, look up the video. DSP tries it sabotaging his own Patreon. You can find it. I believe that's the exact name of the video. DSP tries it sabotaging his own Patreon. Like, you can't refute that shit. There's no way you can say you misconstrued his words because that's the fucking words he said in that video. So find that video, watch it. If I could find it, I'm gonna put it in the description of this video. But yeah, he never offered advanced access to stuff, which is a fucking lie. He did. He changed his mind when he seen it wouldn't have worked out. And to be completely honest, the Sons of Kojima, if anything, he helped him, well, not him, they helped his fans out, if anything, because every fan you have they don't even have $1 to donate to you. Like if it's a kid, you know, a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, they don't have like a bank account or a PayPal account to donate $1 to you. And by the Sons of Kojima more or less trolling him out of changing his mind, or trolling him into changing his mind, they helped his fans out more than anything. Anyway, next tweet. For $20K a month, we'll go on a fan tour, which equates to a huge paid vacation where you meet with a few people. Damn, I'm doing it wrong. I've considered advanced access for podcasts, not gameplay. Yet again, a lie. I just explained it a little while ago. You could even, it's even in one of the old Sons of Kojima podcasts. I don't know the name of the number of the podcast, so I can't give you a link to that. But it's even in one of the old podcasts where they talked about it and said they were going to pay the minimum of $1 and release his stuff anyway. So people weren't forced to pay to see it. But sociopaths say they donate just to share the links and ruin the perks. Joy. See, but this is a lie because he said podcast, not gameplay. No, motherfucker. You said gameplay. Have I tried too hard over the years? Maybe when I look at stuff, if I've done the bare minimum, I could have charged for everything else. LOL. You've always done the bare minimum. Your career is the bare minimum. Aim the camera at a TV, hit start, hit record, hit stop, hit record, hit stop, hit record every 10 minutes. Put it on a put it on a fucking memory card, put the memory card in your computer. Hit upload, drag the file over to YouTube. That's the minimum effort. The video I'm going to upload, this video, is minimum effort. It's no effort. You don't deserve praise for that. You don't deserve praise for playing a game, talking randomly, and uploading that in 10-minute clips. Doing that 100 times and getting paid for each video. That's the definition of shit. That's shit content. But that's just my opinion. But me saying that makes me a pussy in DSP logic, even though he says people that say stuff that whatever. He uses the term my opinion too. Ultimately, I'm happy where I am, but seeing people who do the bare minimum make over 100K on Patreon for stuff, well, 100K a year on Patreon for stuff I've always done is fucked. So mine. And here we almost done. Don't worry, if you're still here, I appreciate it. We almost done. Almost done. Another post, my good buddy, Fred Fox, posted 7 hours ago. Here is Phil's post about the camera scam and patrons only section of the forums. I guess he's a fucking ninja because he sneaked in the forums and was able to see this. Or somebody else sent it to him. I'll disclose more info once it's available. Right now, I can tell you that it looks like I'll have raised another $200 this month. $200 this month towards the camera. Oh, this is posted 5th of September, so this is posted before he updated it. Which means if this ends up being the case once all pledges are processed, that I'll need to raise another $400 to buy a great camera. What the fuck is a great camera? But I got like the hiccups and I'm trying to keep them down. But that's still uncertain. There's a bunch of people who pledged with decline, trolls, and I'm waiting to hear back from them. The camera goal level has already been fully explained, but it's incredibly confusing. It's your fault because of the Project 7 issue, because you scammed your fans. That made me lower the goals for August by 250. You shouldn't have lowered the camera goal, you fucking moron. You should have lowered all of the other goals except the camera goal. There you go. Problem solved. Anyway, the goals for September are going to raise back up to their normal levels, with the top goal being 1250. Where the Patron's Choice playthrough at? Oh, you got rid of it because the hardcore gaming season. Oh, so the people that were paying you money, they paying the same amount of money for less content, basically. Good job. And the camera will still be there, but of course, people are going to be super confused when it comes to how much is needed. Yet again, your fault. I'll say this as clearly as I can. If everything goes through, it looks like it will with August patrons, then I need to raise another $400 in excess of hitting standard monthly goals on Patreon to buy the camera. And honestly, I think we're able to do that by the end of the year, which would be a pretty awesome way to start 2016 with a new camera to mess around with and start making high quality vlogs. Me sitting on the sofa, waving my fucking arms around, doing nothing creative, nothing constructive. I need a 1080p camera for that. I need a 60 frames per second camera of that. Is he filming fucking bees? Is he filming ants going into the anthill or some shit? No. He doesn't need a high quality camera. This dude could have bought a camera after his first month of Patreon. He could have got $300 and bought a 1080p camera, a 1080p 30 frame a second camera from like 2010 or some shit, and he would have been good. He doesn't need some great camera because he's not doing anything great. But whatever. I'm sure people that defend him would, talk for fucking hours trying to defend that stupid shit. But this is the last tweet content we have. Seriously, where does he get these numbers from? Last month he said he needs 500 plus for his top goal. Now he raised 200 extra, so he needs 400 plus. Yep. Good job, DSP. Good job. And yeah, we around 40 minutes. I did a lot of rambling. And fuck. We around 40 minutes. Did a lot of rambling. And yeah. That's DSP's Patreon account. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoy the upcoming months of content from our favorite YouTuber, Dark Sid File. And keep in mind, if you give him money now, you will be able to vote for something that happens at the end of next month. Holy fucking shit. If I give him $5 now, no, if I pledge to give him $5 now, I'm going to get charged $5 at the beginning of next month. And then at the end of that month, 2 months from now, I'm going to get to vote. And what I voted on is going to actually come in handy. Wow. I pay now to get something in a month and a half. Great. I hope none of his fans have debilitating diseases or some shit. It's really more Patreon's fault than his fault, but he needs to handle his Patreon better. I've been saying this for the last 5 months, but if you disagree or agree with any of this nonsense, let me know in the comments. I might be able to read some of them, because my computer is kind of shit. Hopefully I have a new computer soon. Maybe I might. Thanks to the people that showed me support and ways similar to Patreon. Except when people give me a donation for something, I actually provide what I got a fucking donation for. I'm not gonna talk about that in this video. I don't want to plug my own shit in his videos, but yeah. This has been the Patreon video. Patreon plugs episode 5. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I kind of rambled in some parts. I was kind of salty in some parts, and I tried to keep it short. It's around 40 minutes, which is the average length for these types of videos, which is good. And I'll upload this video straight to YouTube. And yeah, like I said earlier, this is probably the last video I'm gonna record with this computer, because it honestly can't do much. And I'm sure you've been hearing the fan in the background for the last 6 months when I do videos. You hear in the background, and I'm not gonna be able to edit that out, because if I try to edit it, my computer's gonna overheat, and it's gonna take like 15 hours to render a 45-minute long video. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video, and thank you for watching. I appreciate it.